I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I really didn't like this movie. I didn't like the style, I didn't like the story, and I really did not like the main character. But most of all, I hate the underlying message. The overlying message it seems to be trying to push is everyone has good in them deep down, which is a fairly good message. Most people do want to do good and be helpful, but aren't really sure how if an opportunity isn't right in front of them, or they may think they're doing good even when their actions are actually pretty harmful in ways they don't see. Or they think it's for the greater good even if some harm is done and they don't realize the extent of it. The underlying message, however, that is on full display throughout the movie, beginning to end, is be selfish and take everything you want. As long as you seem earnest about it or like you were trying to be helpful, it's okay. The main character, I'm not going to call her a hero because she certainly isn't one, is Mabel. Throughout the movie, her choices, even ones that can be painted as altruistic, are entirely selfish. She doesn't want to save the glade for the animals, who have already moved on to new homes thanks to George the Beaver King. She wants to save it because it's got happy memories for her with her late grandma, and she doesn't want to lose those. She constantly butts in where she isn't needed or wanted. She sees something she wants, and she takes it. She wants to get a beaver body to go talk to the animals. She takes it, even if it could destroy someone else's life work. She destroys expensive equipment that was set up to drive the animals out before construction began so they wouldn't, get killed by the construction. They already had new homes. They didn't need the glade anymore. She butts in again, tricking George into accepting her and giving her a position of authority, which she quickly abuses by butting in yet again during a meeting between the species leaders and inciting them into wanting war against Jerry, the man responsible for the new construction that's set to take place to bring a new highway through the area. When she tries to take it back, realizing that they want to straight up kill Jerry because, well, they're animals. It's pretty much eat or be eaten, and we've seen several on-screen examples of that already at this point. She messes up and ends up killing the queen of the insects, leaving her son to take over, who becomes the villain of the second half of the movie, even though arguably Mabel is the villain of the entire thing. Titus, the new insect king, manages to get a robot body and tries to use it to take power, with Mabel trying to talk him down, comparing her feeling of powerlessness to his. But it's really nowhere near the same thing. She isn't powerless in the sense that her home and even her life could get taken from her in a moment like he has experienced. Her only powerlessness is in that there is a thing she wants, namely the glade, and she might not get it. Her motives throughout the entire story are purely selfish, and yet it's Titus who wants freedom and safety for insects who are the bottom of the food chain that is treated as the only really unreasonable one. Sure, he goes a little far, but it's understandable from his point of view. He's stopped, but a forest fire is caused that results in George having to sacrifice the new home he made for all the animals to save the forest. Once again, he saved the day, not her. She didn't actually do anything helpful. Jerry ends up changing his mind and diverting the highway, so the glade is preserved. The scientists have their entire program shut down, lose their jobs, and the lead scientist has lost her entire life's work. Something Mabel even outright states, but still allows Mabel to graduate, though she has absolutely not earned that, and even hires her in the end.
Look, I know I destroyed your life's work, and you probably shouldn't even have let me graduate, but I'm looking for a job, and I just want to work with people who care.
I know I ruined your life and cost you everything you've spent decades working for, longer than I've even been alive, and I messed up and I proved that I absolutely shouldn't have gotten any of the rewards I did, but that's not enough because I want this thing too, so gimme. And she gets it. Instead of getting the absolutely deserved reality check she desperately needs, she gets rewarded for what she did, for destroying everyone else's lives, for burning down a good chunk of the forest and causing 100 problems that got solved by everyone else. And yet, the movie acts like this is the right and happy thing, that her sheer entitlement and selfishness should be rewarded. I'm really tired of seeing people do awful things over and over and get rewarded for it. I'm tired of it in real life, and I sure don't want to see it in my entertainment either. Wrongdoing should be punished. Sure, a lot of the heroes from older films did wrong, but the big difference is they got punished for those actions and learned from it. They had to prove that they could and would do better before they got their happy ending. Mabel just gets hers handed to her in spite of everything she's done, not because of any good deeds. She didn't earn it, but she gets handed it all anyway, because, well, that's Disney these days. The main characters get rewarded because they're the main character, not because they earned it. People who absolutely do not deserve a happy ending get one at everyone else's expense. It's exhausting when hard work and trying to do the right thing ends up being punished, while the entitled brats who demand everything be handed to them because they want it get rewarded for it, and the movie treats it like that's the right and proper ending. Being earnest and having a sad backstory doesn't mean anything when your actions constantly hurt everyone around you, and you never actually fix anything yourself. She shouldn't have been allowed to graduate or have been given the job. She should have been punished for her actions and had to learn that even if you think you have a good motive, doing something wrong and causing so much chaos and destruction will not get you what you want. She should have had to start over, maybe finding a different career path in life and have to work her way through to a point of maybe being forgiven. Maybe something like volunteering at a wildlife rehab center, starting at the very bottom while working part-time as a cashier or in fast food or something since she didn't graduate, and eventually working her way up the ranks as she learns and earns her way up. She should not, by any means, have been rewarded for anything she did. But of course, because this is what Disney and entertainment in general is like these days, she gets everything she wants handed to her. And I hate it. I know this one was pretty short, and I really don't like being so negative, but I really had nothing good to say about this movie. I do have something in the works, though, which will be coming up on a new channel of mine once I get the last few pieces put together, and I hope everyone will join me once I have it up and running. Thank you all for joining me. Be safe, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next one.